Hello there, I'm Daz. Today I'm making a walkthrough of Raldbthar, which is on the world map right here. There is Windhelm and there is Anger's Mill. So I'm just in the entrance area and I am here in order to complete a part of the quest Lost to the Ages. You can actually explore the vast majority of Raldbthar without beginning any quests. So if you stumble upon this place by accident, never fear. There's just one tiny part at the end of the dungeon that requires a quest to access, and I'll speak about that at the time.
Picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Okay, I'm not going to hang about in here. It's quite a large dungeon. I'll try and get all the loot. So, if you are in a hurry and you have a high lockpicking skill, you can just head straight on at this point. There is a high level lock to get through. I'll head round the other way. There's going to be a bunch of bandits in here. First, we can find a chest right there that does not require any lockpicking.
Now ain't this a surprise? This is what you want, huh?
Right, we've got a sluggish one. Very good. Okay, so moving on. So we can head down in this direction. Or, once again, if you have a high lockpicking skill, you may wish to head up here instead. So I'll sneak. There are 3 further bandits just down below, and we can give them some grief with these ballista. There's nothing else up here.
Time to end this little game.
Okay. So this guy here, Alain Dufont, actually features as part of the Dark Brotherhood quest line. I'm going to take him down. He carries a named weapon, Aegisbane. So the Dark Brotherhood quest involving Alain Dufont is called Morning Never Comes. I think that's what it's called. If you take down Dufont before starting that quest, it's not going to ruin the Dark Brotherhood quest line or anything, but it will stop you being able to complete a miscellaneous objective in which you can acquire a jewellery item, an enchanted jewellery item. So maybe you'd prefer to sneak past this guy in that case, but it's not really that important. We have a chest here. And another bandit in here.
Never should have come here.
I could say the same to you, fella. So, there is lots of loot in this room. An apprentice locked chest. I'll pick this one. I probably won't bother picking all of these. It's just random loot in any case. There is a sneak skill book, 2920 Last Seed Volume 8. So, Dwemer scrap. Some ingots. Another chest. open. Up here we have an helmet, some potions and a bow. Another chest there, and a master locked gate. Lots of high level lock picking in this place, I'm afraid. So, some ore specimens and ingots, an enchanted shield, and coin purses. So let's move on. Obviously, if you are here in search of every last scrap of loot possible, you might want to take a little bit more time than I am doing. I do have one eye on the clock. Damn, I don't know how I missed that. Okay. So another chest, apprentice locked, I'll leave that one. And I think there may be a potion down here. Yes, there is. Potion of Magicka. I'm not sure if that is random or not. Right, I thought there was a spider. And there is, kind of. Right, there's no way to avoid triggering these. I think they are just triggered by proximity, but they are quite easy to avoid. Damn. Okay, so I think there is a chest in here. And there is. I feel like I'm in quite good form for treasure hunting. Maybe I have missed some already, but I think I'm doing pretty well. I know there are more chests up here. So a novice locked chest right there. And a master chest here. With some nice stuff. I should go back to the map. We're nearly at the end of this zone. And I've got a feeling we're going to run into some more spiders. So, down into Raldbthar Deep Market. Okay, let's avoid these. They cause a lot of damage. Another chest. And I'm going to use some destruction magic because we are now entering Falmer territory. And I'm not a big fan of these buggers. Right, do we have any loot down here? We certainly do, but I think there is just the one chest in this tent. And not much to be had, really. Ooh. One of the tough guys. I don't think he enjoyed my special dagger. Okay, so another chest there. I'm not gonna pick that one. Okay, so we need to bring this bridge down to get over in that direction. And to do that, we need to take down that guy. And then pull this. I'm going to say pull this lever. It's not a lever. It is a button to activate. And there is a chest. These Falmer chests are a bit rubbish. Don't seem to have anything good. Okay, so almost at the end of the dungeon. But the trickiest part is to come. I don't think I'm missing anything here. No. So lots of traps in the next area, and spiders, and spheres. Now that's a surprise. I was expecting a spider. No, I must be imagining things. So you'll want to avoid this pressure plate. It activates that ballista over there, just under my crosshairs. I knew one of them would hear me. I'm surprised there aren't more, but I'm not complaining. We have another chest here. An open chest with some good gear. But that's random, obviously. Okay, so a little puzzle to solve. And if you're on the hunt for Dwemer scrap, you can find a bit knocking around. So we need to activate button number 3. If you activate the first one, you get gouts of flame. 2 and 4 don't seem to do anything. So that's what happens if you're foolish enough to trigger that one. More Dwemer scrap. And speaking of scrap, that's what I'm just about to do. A whole bunch of Falmer in this area. You're not going to beat me, my friend. I'm buffed up to the hilt. Okay, I think that's the lot of them. Better deal with these fellas in here. Okay, so an expert locked chest there, and an open chest there. We have ingots and ore samples, and another chest, apprentice locked, and lots of chorus eggs. Okay, so we have a nasty little puzzle to solve here. We need to activate this button to bring down the bridge, and it is locked up tight because there is debris clogging up the mechanism. So we need to get rid of the debris. There is more Dwemer scrap and soul gems knocking about. Another chest there. Once again, not very much to write home about. More debris in that cog. There is one in the water also. So remove that. May as well pick this lock for another chest. Repel undead. Very nice. So remove the skull, and the mechanism should be working just fine now. And another chest. Okay. Better arm myself because I'm going to be dealing with a Centurion next. And we don't want this big fella getting too close with his steam attack. Got you. So, search this guy for any loot. He's not carrying anything unique. And another chest. So, if you are here, as I am on the Lost to the Ages quest, you should, if everything is working as it should, be reunited with Katria very shortly. Sometimes the ghost can glitch out and she doesn't show up where she's supposed to do. But it usually works fine in my experience. And there she is. Okay, so I'll explain about this mechanism in just a moment in case anyone is curious.
Well, go on. What are you waiting for?
Wow, she's impatient.
Have to say, I'm glad that's over. That's the last one, isn't it? It's almost time. I'll meet you at the forge.
Okay, so we'll be meeting up again with Katria later on. We have a chest here. Glass boots of the ox. I actually don't think I have that enchantment yet. Right, I think there is another chest or two in here. So yep, we have an adept locked chest there. That may be the only one. Okay. Right, so we have this Dwarven Mechanism. In order to access this, you will actually need to start the quest Discerning the Transmundane. That one right there. And to do that, you will need to speak to Septimus Signus, who can be found north of Winterhold, right there at Septimus Signus's outpost. He will give you the quest, and he will supply you with a couple of items. There we are, the blank lexicon and the attunement sphere. So the attunement sphere is the item that you need to be able to interact with this mechanism, and this acts as a gateway to a region beneath. Where am I going? Beneath Skyrim, called Blackreach. I'm not going to head into Blackreach, but I will just show you this locked off area of Raldbthar. So we have some more loot behind this gate. Two chests in there, and this is the exit to Blackreach. Now I think 3 Dwarven ruins have these mechanisms and an access to Blackreach. There is Raldbthar, Mazincholeft and Alftand. So without starting the quest Discerning the Transmundane, that will be locked off. You won't be able to access that little area. I'm going to head out through the elevator. And I'll just show you a bit of loot that's not too far away from this elevator. And then I'll be ending the video. I better wind the time on a little bit. It got dark while I was in there. Here we are. Excuse me. So there is a final chest with an expert lock. I'll just grab all that, and there are some ingredients and more Dwemer scrap, so you may wish to fast travel away at this point. If you're not using fast travel, you can just head down in this direction quite safely. And we are now back around to the entrance. So I hope folks have found this walkthrough worthwhile, and thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.